pushing through face down. Face down and pushing through.
Hey guys, my name is Satta TV and I'm bringing you a video today that a lot of you will have already known most about this information already. What it is that with Mist of Panderia coming up, there's going to be an influx of new players. That's just how it works, that's just what it is. And I've been playing Warcraft now for way too long. It's like 5, 6, 7 years, however long it's been out. I've been playing since about 6 months after the start, and my Paladin alone has over a year's days played. It's like 270 days played on my Paladin. Far too long. So what I intend to bring to you is one video, run through all the different classes here and give you a quick sort of feel for the character based on my opinion, and that is of a long-standing WoW player. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get straight into it, and we're going to run with Warlocks. Now, if this is the first time you played Warcraft, you've got a and a B side. I've just hit the microphone. You've got Horde and Alliance, the two sort of different sides that you can pick. You might want to look into that depending on what you sort of feel, but I believe I've got one of the Horde sides here, and it's an undead. So I'm not going to get into the different races, just the different classes, but I will try and let you know as we go along that, you know, the Warlocks here can be humans, they can be undead, I think they can be orcs, I'm not too sure, but you're not just designating to this particular race. So now a Warlock, supposedly the Master of Shadow and all that sort of stuff, but basically what they are is that they're a dot and a pet class. You can play one of the 3 trees, Destruction, which is more of a magey type feel. There is a Demonology tree, which gives you some pets and a little bit of sort of standstill mage. That's sort of roughly how it works. And then you got the Affliction tree, which is a more of a dot. And if you're not sure what a dot is, it's a damage over time spec. A little bit of fun. I do have one at level 80. I'm on the beta right now, so I can show you roughly what they're going to look like at end game, give or take a little bit. Just play with me here. So we go into Shamans. Now Shamans ranged class and a melee class and a healer class. So if you want to play something that's a little bit varied on what you can and can't do, the gear varies for what you want to do, but you can be a healer, a ranged, or a melee, and they're quite strong in everything. Probably this year they're going to be a bit more sort of stronger in the healing side of things, followed by their casting side and their melee side. They're dual wielding at the moment. They used to be, way back in the day, you used to be able to get a two-hander and just they were crazy. So these can be like dwarfs, orcs, different races, you know. Get in and check them out. The races do make a difference, and depending on how this video goes, I might make a different video sort of aligning what different races do. Like humans get every man for themselves, which will let you get out of any stun, but we'll cover that in probably another video. Here we've got the priests. I made this one undead just to sort of give a different view. This is one of the Horde, as previously mentioned, characters. Now priests have 2 different healing classes. One is more of a bubble to take less to no damage, which can be a little bit offensive, and the other one is a holy tree, which is like really just a pure healing class. Now they're both pure healing classes, so if you like just a strong healing class, priests are pretty much always a safe bet. They do have a shadow tree as well, which is their DPS, which is a ranged DPS. You go purpley and stuff. They're pretty cool. They are a mixture of a dot class, which is damage over time, and a mage class. So I think at the moment they put 2 or 3 dots up, and then they cast a couple of spells, put the dots back up. They can do a lot of fun. They've got AoE fears, master spells. Priests have a lot of tools. They're a lot of fun. I haven't got one at the moment. I've watched my sister play, but priests are a bit of fun. Hunters here, they are your classic ranger, archer. They always have a pet with them. They've got couple of different specs. Now, one is more so designed for with use with your pet, and the other two are more designed for with your bow or your gun. So I don't really need to go on these guys too much because they are a classic class in any MMO. So we're going to the rogue. Now, the rogue is another classic class in any MMO. Rogue, assassin, thief. It's like that sort of a feel. They move quick. They can go stealth. Now, it's a permanent stealth. It's not used by like a mana or any sort of regen sort of tool to keep in stealth. They can also go stealth in combat with a 3 to 5 minute cooldown. Don't kill me on that, guys. Remember, this is just a rough guide. So you don't use two-handed weapons. You pretty much always use a two-handed sword, single-handed swords in either hand, or single-hand daggers in either hand. So these guys are kind of cool if you're a little bit sneaky, but again, I don't need to get into this. It's a very common thing inside any MMO. Mages, well, what can I say? They got fire, they got frost, and they got arcane. Now, basically, fire is like a dot on the move sort of a spec. You've got frost, which is more of a controlling sort of aspect, and arcane, which is stand still, shoot. Not very good for PvP, arcane, but again, it's a common class in any MMO. I don't really sort of need to get into it. Mages are a ton of fun and very strong in Mist of Panderia right now. We're going to a Death Knight. These guys come into play, I guess 1 or 2 years ago, depending on when you sort of count, I guess. When you start off with the Death Knight, you do start at level 55, which is a bonus, but on the downside to that, you won't see all the old content which has been revamped, which is new content, but which is still old. You're missing out a good chunk of the land. Now, these guys are pretty much melee only. They do have 2 DPS specs and a tanking spec, so these guys are pretty strong. They're very good tanks. One of the most strongest tanks, I think, at the moment, with their blood spec. They do have a little bit of range. You're not just stuck on like a two-handed sword. These guys both use either a two-handed weapon or 2 dual-wielding weapons, or akimbos if you're a Modern Warfare player. So these guys are a lot of fun. Their main sort of thing is a death grip like Scorpion. So if you're a fan of the Mortal Kombat thing where the get over here, they have a death grip which does a similar thing. So they're a lot of fun. Druids, oh my god, druids. They are good at everything. They have a healing spec, they have a range damage spec, and in another tree they have a tanking and a melee damage spec as well. They can do it all. You can't spec in to do a little bit of everything. You've got to specify which one. But these guys are fun. These guys are really fun. I have 85 of these at the moment. I love the boomy, which is the range DPS, and I love the resto thing. And I think when I see a druid go into tree form, I call it Bob Marley mode. If you ever see it, I might try and put a picture up, but yeah, I just think it's sort of image on Bob Marley. Now, these guys are a ton of fun. They are a heal over time kind of healer, and they just put their hots out all over the place, and they are super strong in Mr. Panderia right now. So if you're a healer type person that wouldn't mind doing some melee or even range DPS, this is my pick for you. They can do a lot of good stuff. They're not too complicated to learn. There might be one other one, but we'll leave that till last. So monks. Now, in truth, I haven't done a lot of I haven't spent a lot of time with the monks, but basically they're similar to the no class really. They've got a melee DPS, which is kind of like a rogue and a shaman deal. They get to roll a lot, and they've got a lot of gap closers. They have a tank spec, and they also have a healing spec. So again, this is another one of those tri-classes where you can do a couple of different things, and granted you're going to need different gear, but yeah, these guys are a lot of fun. They are very heavily influenced in the Asian martial arts of meditate and you know, live well, prosper, yin yang, and all that sort of good stuff. I may level up one of these in a little bit of time, but we'll just see. I'm just not a big fan of leveling, but good times to head with a monk. Warrior, they're your classic warrior. They have a tanking tree, and then they have two different DPS, both very much in melee. One spec is designed for dual wielding. Now you can dual wield two-handed weapons, and you can also have one two-handed weapon on and a shield in that same spec, and in the other spec it's designed for, as you can see at the moment, one two-handed weapon. They're very mobile. You can charge to your person as per most warriors stuff, and they've also got a heroic leap, so you can jump to a certain location and you can bounce around like the atomic flea just all over the place. These guys are a lot of fun. If you're a melee, get in your face, smash and grab, just sort of a player, warriors are your pick. Choose that. And now my beloved favorite, my absolute favorite class. This is my main. I've played a paladin for way too long. I know them backwards and forwards, inside and out. And as you can tell, I got all the Shokunin stuff in other videos now. But with these guys, they have, as standard, they have a holy tree, which is very strong on a single target, potentially two target for the healing. Very strong single target. They have a very strong single target melee DPS, and they have a very nice prot setup as well. Very good for AoE prot tanking with how they're set up. So they're very strong on all that. Also with the holy tree, if you tweak it just a little bit, you can go into a ranged DPS tree. Now it's more suited for PvP stuff. You might be able to get it into the PvE, but I don't think they'll have the mana conservation to do that. So to keep this video at least a little bit short, I would like very much to finish this video up here. If you have any questions, please drop them in a comment down below, and I will do my best to answer them. And if you are an expert on any of the classes that I've listed here, please help other people out in the comments. This channel is here to help. I hope this has helped even just a little bit to choose a character that you want to play in Mist of Panderia, or even now just before the patch starts, to get a head start on those other guys. So hopefully this has helped. My name is Satta. I thank you for watching. Please, if you made it this far, hit the like button, subscribe, and all that sort of good stuff.
This machine in motion. The pulse